Making inclusive data the norm go home for us because as a local organization focusing on making sure that we generate enough evidence to impact life. And we think that, there was the missing piece when it comes to actually making sure that, everyone is not left behind. The importance of this initiative for Senegal will be a significant stride toward making sure that, disaggregated data and citizen-generated data will be part of the decision-making process in Senegal. And we think that this is a great opportunity to build South-South cooperation between Senegal and other countries in Africa, but also in Colombia. And then we thank the Global Partnership for Sustainable Development Data for bringing all of us together here in Nairobi in the Global Festival for Data. National Statistical Office has a mandate to collect, treat, and disseminate data. It has been a while. We actually embrace this talk about how do we make sure that national statistical offices go beyond the regional levels to include communities and villages in the data collection processes. Census data costs are very expensive. The National Office, Statistical Office of Senegal is very engaged and determined in making sure that every voice counts. We actually collaborating and building partnership to really pilot a project, to really look ways into which we can collaborate with communities to generate data and then bring into the mainstream of decision-making processes within the National Assembly, but also within across ministries. The biggest challenge that our country is facing in terms of really making inclusive data the norm is having access to this aggregating data. Communities actually are producing data, are generating data, but most of the time they are forgotten when it comes to actually making decision at the top levels. So this project now is coming to fill that gap, to really demonstrate that citizens not only are consumer of data, but also producer of data and can count in the decision-making processes, but also building strong infrastructures when it comes to statistical systems and information systems to really advance the development issues targeting vulnerable communities across Senegal. 2 years from now into this initiative of making inclusive data the norm, success means for us that we will be able to establish a national local statistical committee in each community to make sure that we institutionalize the process of generating citizen data. The other thing that is important for us is making sure that at the National Assembly, we establish a commission for statistics to actually oversee citizen-generated data and making sure that communities will engage the National Assembly to make sure that their voice counts when it comes to decision-making processes across sectors. Countries around the world are actually watching us really undertaking this huge project in making inclusive data the norm. And I do believe that NSO offices who are actually reluctant to think that, maybe they are not yet ready to engage communities, I will assure them that this process of making sure that, citizens count in the data just takes one extra mile, which is making sure that we build trust, we engage communities, but we enable them to understand how do we produce data, collect data, but also how data are being channeled through the mainstream avenue. Community actually wants their voice to be heard, and NSO office actually are the broker to make sure that communities and decision makers can talk to each other.